Good afternoon. I'm Councillor John Duff, convener of the Aberfeldy Common Good Committee, and can I welcome everyone to the meeting of the 29th of April 2024 and to those watching online. I could ask the clerk please to confirm any apologies and to take a roll call of members who are joining virtually. Thank you.
Thank you, convener. We have apologies from Councillor Lang. We have a couple of members online, Provost McDade.
Here, present.
And Bailey Williamson.
Present.
And we have yourself and Councillor Donaldson in the chambers.
Thank you. And does any member have a declaration of interest in relation to any business before us today? Usual DI in the chat. No? Okay. Thank you. I'll take that as a no. We move on now to the minutes of the last meeting of the Common Good Fund Committee of the 29th of January 2024. Prior to considering these, I have a comment to make about item 5.1, the Aberfeldy Park Run. It looks as if the resolution of that matter has been omitted or perhaps dropped off the bottom of the page. It should probably say that we resolve to provide a grant of £3,400 to cover the park run registration fee of £2,800, with the remainder to go towards ongoing costs. That was my recollection. With that amendment, are we happy to agree the minutes of the 29th of January?
Happy to agree on that basis.
Agreed.
Thank you. Are there any matters arising from the minutes? No, thank you. Can we then move on to item 5? And can I ask Lee Haxton, Community Planning Team Leader, to introduce the report? Thank you.
Thank you, convener. Good afternoon, councillors. Aberfeldy Common Good Fund has a projected balance for 2024-25 of £5,700, of which none has been committed to date. An application for £500 has been received from Bodalbin Academy. This would be a contribution towards a trip to Krakow and Auschwitz in Poland to learn about the Holocaust. The total cost of the project is £15,312, with the remaining funds coming from 2 other external funds, which have been approved, and from the participants themselves. The project should benefit 10 people from the Common Good area and 14 from out with. The committee is asked to consider the application and agree any financial assistance you may wish to award. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Haxton. Are there any questions?
Yeah, I've got a question, convener.
Bailey Williamson, thank you.
Yeah, according to the papers, the trip is going to cost £15,312, but they've raised £15,100 with a £212 shortfall, and we're being asked for £500 from the Common Good Fund. My understanding from the papers is there's 14 pupils from outside the Common Good area and 10 from within, and I was just wondering if it's possible to get a greater understanding of how the pupils from within the Common Good Fund are contributing, and without the Common Good Fund are contributing.
Thank you. Would that be Jacob, perhaps, that would respond to that?
I can certainly respond to that. So, as the paper indicates, we are assuming that there'll be a maximum contribution from the participants of £400 if the Common Good Fund wasn't received. I believe that is the case. And then off the top of my head, I'm not sure of the calculation per head, if it was awarded. But I hope that clears it up as best as I can.
I'm not sure, Jacob, it does, because my question is my understanding is that the Common Good Fund is there for or is ring-fenced for residents within the Common Good area, not outside the Common Good area, and I'm just trying to get a handle on how much is being contributed by or to the pupils from the Common Good area and those outside the Common Good area.
Can I help with this?
Yes, go ahead, Lee.
So yeah, that's really a question for committee, Billy Williamson. Sometimes with common good applications, the committee may wish to order a universal award, which can go to any of the pupils that stand to benefit, recognising that not all of them come from within the common good area. If you wished it to only be applicable to those who live within the common good area, we could make that a condition of any grant award, and the balance that would be left over for those individuals who don't live within the common good area, they would need to make that up themselves. Hope that helps.
Thanks, Lee.
Thanks,
Certainly,
Lee.
obviously, all the pupils go to school within the common good area. Certainly. So, okay, we have a proposal in front of us. Unless there are any other questions from anybody, don't see any. Provost McDade, do you have a motion?
Yes, thanks, convener. I would just like to move that we award the full £500 and that it be split equally across all the participants. They all attend Bradalbin Academy in Aberfeldy, as you indicated. I think I don't want to create a two-tier position within those attending the trip. I think it's a very important trip for the school to be leading, and I'm very pleased to see that they are leading that. So I would just recommend and propose that we award the full £500 to be split across all participants.
Thank you. Do you have a seconder for the motion? I'm happy to second it if no one else is. Okay, thank you. Are there any other amendments?
No, John, no.
Okay, thank you. On that basis, then, are we happy to agree the award of £500 towards the school trip? All agreed? Thank you.
Agreed.
Agreed, thank you. Are there any comments anyone would like to make? If not, thank you. We will move on to item 6 in terms of financial statement. And I'll ask Donald Coyne, our senior accountant, to introduce the report. Thank you.
Thank you, convener. This report is for noting and provides income and expenditure for the fund to 29th of February 2024. The projected outturn for the financial year 23-24. The report also includes anticipated income and expenditure for financial year 24-25. Projected surplus for 23-24 is £1,500, and the estimated fund balance at 31st of March 24 is £125,600. The closure of the 23-24 accounts for the fund is underway, and the final position will be reported at the next meeting of the committee. Turning to the financial year 24-25, the projected income to receive during the year from interest and investments is £5,700. It's an increase from 23-24 is due to a higher interest rate on the fixed term deposit, along with an increase in the deposit amount. It is assumed that the awards of financial assistance will be contained within the level of income to receive for the year. So happy to take any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Coyne. Are there any questions?
No questions.
Okay, thank you. On that basis, then, can I move acceptance of the report? I would like to add one comment on the report itself, just to advise members that I'd recently received an email from Aberfeldy Community Council, I beg your pardon. Obviously, we started to get reasonable amounts of interest paid into the account now with, I think it's £5,700, if I remember correctly, yes, this year. And the email is about requesting the committee to consider limiting the grants in future so that we can build up the capital. I don't intend that we discuss it today, however, it was just to give you notification that I'd received that, and it will be an item on the agenda for the next meeting. Are there any other comments?
No.
If not, sorry, Provost McDade.
Thanks, convener. I thought we'd already had a discussion around that, but maybe I'm misremembering. I thought we were, or maybe you and I had a conversation at the side of a meeting, perhaps, but I thought we had discussed it at the previous meeting and that we were in discussion about, because we were receiving large amounts, limiting it to try and build up some of the capital. Certainly a position I'm supportive of and happy to have the discussion again in some forum.
Okay, I'll check up on that, but I think we could, as I say, just formally discuss that in a minute and agree it at the next meeting. Okay, thank you. If there's no other business, that concludes the business of Aberfeldy Common Good Committee for today. Thank you.